Live! Hi everybody. I missed my live last night, so I decided to do it now. I'll just let some of my friends know. So I thought I'll show my face today. I haven't seen you all, well, you haven't seen me for a while. Still photos, and it's always good to touch base with the person you're working with. So, hi, I'm Fiona, and I live in Pyrmont in Sydney. I'll just get my video up on my screen over here so I can make sure it's all working properly, and then we can get into it. Yep, I can hear my voice. That's all good. Great. Right, now I can see it all. So I haven't got the card to show you because I actually made it as an order for someone. So, and then I thought, you know what, I'll make some more. I've got some cards up in the pen shop in the QVB, so I'm going to make some to put up there. And also on my stalls when I have stalls. So I'll be in Denniston on Saturday at the Midway Shopping Centre, and I'll have all my cards that I've been making. So I've got a couple of cards. I'll show you on the table because I haven't flipped my screen around. I don't want them to come out backwards. So I'll flip the screen down in a second. So don't forget, you will see this backwards, but Sale-A-Bration is still on. Hi Di, welcome. And Sale-A-Bration goes to the end of February. So I'll put that back on the table in a minute as well. And it's a good thing because you get freebies when you spend $100, or every $100 you get to choose a freebie. So you can choose a $100 freebie, which is some things like the bling that I used the other day. This is called Purple Adhesive Back Sequins. They're really pretty. Got a good range of colours there. And there's all different ones. There's some beautiful ribbon. Look at that. That's that crinkle seam ribbon. It's really lovely, soft, and it's good for tying in bows. And yeah, there's a whole lot of things in there. So it's good value to shop during Sale-A-Bration because you get that. If you're a demonstrator as well, you do get extra credit points for your sales, and if anyone joins your team, so that's always good too. Alrighty, so I'll just pop my screen down. Just hold on a second, I'll just got to go to the ceiling. Just a sec. See my nice ceiling. There we go. Where's my thing gone? There it is. Clip. Okay, so there's my host code for February. Now, after February, we won't be using host codes anymore. So it's exciting news from Stampin Up. Just double check that we've got everything right here. My microphone down. I think that looks all right. Yeah, so as of about mid-March, they'll be starting a new reward system for you. So we'll explain all that as it happens, but get ready for that. So my February host code's still valid till the end of February. And then, thanks, Di. Nice ceiling, she said. So after the end of February, you won't need to use host codes anymore with me or with anyone. They're changing the way they do the rewards. So it'll be a reward system where when you shop, you get rewards in your account. So you need an account to shop, and you don't have to use them straight away on that order. At the moment, when you shop, you get Stampin' Rewards if you spend over $250. So you have to spend them on that order. So down the track, it won't be like that. Okay, so we'll work that out as we go. So these are the Sale-A-Bration things. I'll just quickly run through that. So if you spend $100, you get to choose the things that are in there. The brochure's online, and when you're shopping, it comes up at the end when you put things in your cart. Once you go to the next section and go to checkout, it shows you all the Sale-A-Bration things. You just need to make sure that it'll show the first lot of things for the $100 spends, and the one for the $200 spends is just underneath it, and you have to click on the little plus sign, and it'll drop down the $200 spends, and it'll collapse the $100 spends. So it's a little bit, if you don't know that, I can remember when it first came in like that, I thought, and then realised that you've got to click the little plus to see them all. You can't see the 100 and the 200 at the same time. You need to click the little plus next to them. But once you've done that, you can work out pretty easily what to do. And there's some of them. I did a little card with this one last week. And this one. So you've got an embossing folder. You've got lots of different things in here. Here's that ribbon I was just showing you. And the bling. Look at this one. That's really cute. Dance with me. Look. I love the way they've done the spotlight. Oh, look at that. That's a clever idea, isn't it? You just put a 2 pieces of card over it and do your brushing to get a spotlight happening. You could do the same thing with the sunshine. Like I did this with the rays of sunshine the other day with my team. But you could do something similar with that. And there's that beautiful paper. Now this makes a beautiful card with the butterfly die cut. That makes a lovely card. And so this section here is the $200 spend. And you get a whole bundle with that one. And then you've got the corner in bloom. That's another one for $200 spend. And then don't forget, if you want to join before the end of February, you get extra things. You get the stamps plus 2 additional Stampin' Writer sets, or you can just get the extra $51 worth of product. So that's a great option as well. I like that they give you the choice there, because if, you know, you might not want those, you might want something different. That's good. So that's all about that. And we've got the mini catalogue still current. Oh, I've got an order coming probably tomorrow. I'll do an unboxing when I get it. I've ordered this. Love it. So pretty. The which one's it called? Let me see which one it is. This one. Wildflower Birthday. That's what I've ordered. And they look so much better in real life, we've discovered when we were crafting on the weekend. I had a few comments that, oh, it's just so much better when you see it in person. And it really is. So if you want to craft with me, let me know. And I'll work out when my next class is. I haven't updated all my diary yet with everything. I'm still getting back into everything. A bit slowly, but we'll get there. Now, I just thought I'd show you this card that I did. I did put a post up about this. But that one is just made with the, which one's that? Sketched butterflies. It's a stamp set. So there's a few butterfly ones at the moment. But that one is just a little stamp. This one has 4 butterflies on it. So you just stamp that on the background. I stamped the sentiment there, and then I did the butterfly using daubers and just daubering the colour on. And you can see the, let me get up and see the, I put lots of Wink Castella on it. Look at it. Ooh, lovely. And that's such a cute little card. And I love that. I haven't put the white in there. Oops. I love this. I love the little blingy bits. They're so shiny. So just thought I'd show you that. And these are the ones I did in my team meeting the other night. So that one's using one of the Sale-A-Bration items. That's the paper. Where is it? It's over here. The fruit paper. What's it called? Fruit salad. So that's using the fruit salad paper. So I used the back of one of them on there. See, that's where it is. It's all die cut there. But there's some great little papers in there, and you don't have to use the fruity sides. You can use the other sides if you don't like fruit on your cards. Good little options there. And that other one is using this one here is using a new set that I got. Where did I stick that? Let me find that. Put it away. Here we go. It's using the Everyday Arches set. And that's a stamp set and dies. So they all fit on there. Great little set too. And I think they're in the, off the top of my head, because we can pre-order. We can order things early before they come out. Let me just go and look in here and type in arches. Always have my website open when I'm doing this. No, it's in the it doesn't say pre-order, so it's there already. It's just called Everyday Arches Bundle. So that's how I did the arches. And these are some new little blingy bits that I bought. Because they're so cute. Which ones are they? I'm just going to find the packet of them. Just put all my bling away to get tidy. I had to tidy up a bit. I made a bit of a mess in here. Doesn't take much, does it? Low profile dots. So if you type in the word dots in your search bar, it'll come up with low profile dots, $13.25. And they are very low profile. They're quite shiny, like they've got a lot of reflection going. If you look down like that, they're very low profile, so they're great for posting. I really like those. I just bought a few blings extra because I wanted to try some different ones. Okay, so I'll just pop them to the side. So what I decided to do today is a card that I did before. So I've cut out a few things ready. I wanted to get some of these done. So I'm going to use this new Soft Waves 3D embossing folder. Beautiful thing. And this is part of the set that I used on the weekend, the Ocean Friends one. So I'm going to have this way though. And it just really set the card off. I'm going to do two at once. So we get a few done. So I'm just going to pop that in there like that. I'm going to line it up on the line. No, we're going to go a bit further down because I want it to do the whole card. It doesn't have to be absolutely straight. I'm just looking at the card I got in front of me to see where my lines went. Which way did I go? Because I really like the way it landed. Maybe it was that way. Yeah, that looks like it. Go over a bit more. Go over this way a little bit. So you can see where they are, the lines. I think that was the way I had it. All right, we'll try that. Okay, so just got to pop that into my big machine over here. I won't bring it over, it's too cumbersome. Just stick it in. But when you're doing the 3D folders, so this is, it's a 3D folder. You put that one on the base of your board here. Just bring the board over. The base plate here, one. See how it says 3D? So you put that on and you have your hinge to go in first. And then you use the other number 4 on the top, so it tells you number 4. Put that through. And it comes out like that. So you can use either side of this. See how it's sort of flat on that side? And this side's really soft and smooth, so you could use it either way. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do 2 while I'm at it though, to try and be a bit more quicker when I'm making my cards. Do 2 at once. Because I'm doing a few different markets now too, it's good to have a few of the same card. Just do another one. And yeah, it doesn't really matter where you stick it on the thing, as long as you put it through. It just looks so effective on the card. Over there. Now I've got some gold cut out already. I'll just put them to the side for a minute. I'm just going to make my bases. Got some lovely little bling. So this is really cute. Adhesive backed heart sequins. They're gorgeous. Now I've cut some thick white cardstock and I've scored that already in the middle. Hold it. I might only finish one today in here because I've got to colour in a bit. There's a bit of colouring in to do in this. Alright, now we've got to cut some gold. So I'm going to cut gold out. And I'm going to cut, let me look, those. And what else do I want? I want some of these. I don't know whether to do one of those or not. I might not do that in gold. That might look nice in gold. Do 2 different cards, couldn't I? I was only going to, I'll work on this one first. So this one had some little flowers. So it comes with 3 little flowers on it. So this is called Lifetime of Love. And this is what that one looks like when you cut it out. Got a couple of spare bits in my stash here. Got that one. That's pretty, isn't it? And I've got another one because I cut the middle out of it. And I'm going to do some green. These ones as well. See, I've got an extra gold one here actually already. So when I'm cutting gold out, I like to cut it, I'll squash all them up, and then I'm going to cut a piece off like that. And I'm going to just cut that off down there so that I'm not putting the whole piece through, because it does mark it a bit. Pop that on my trimmer and bring the trimmer over for a second. And just sort of put them down the side. Work out how big I need it. Don't like to waste it too much. Like that. And while we've got the trimmer here, I'm going for the words. I'm going to have words underneath. So I'm going to cut that to 4, but this one over here is to 4 to the edge, which makes it a little bit hard to work out. So I think I'll go to this one. And this is the same width as the front panel. There. I'll do 2 of them while I'm at it. We've got our 2 panels. Actually, I probably should cut another one of those while I'm there. So that was 3.5, that one. A piece of gold. And we can cut these on our mini. If I can bring my mini over. I always get happy when I get the mini out. Makes me laugh. It just makes me feel good. Laying that little mini. Find my plates. Oh, I can only get these ones out. Base plate. Just put that there. Sticking to my fingers, there's glue on the back of it. There. We got it right. I'm going to move that one up a bit. Don't want them to get squashed on each other. Are you making anything, Di? Oh, that moved a bit there. I think it's still on there though, it's okay. Got to hold them down really firmly so that they don't move. A bit over there. I'll just get those ones. So that one's still in there. Sometimes they pull out when I drop them. Yep, there it goes. Did it by accident one day and I went, oh, that was handy. Let's get that one off there. It doesn't want to move. Okay, there's my tool. I'll take your big tool. Just give it a little movement with that. Drop all them down there. And get rid of the little pieces off there before you do the next one. Let's do a couple more. It's good to cut a couple extras too while you're at it. and you've got them in your stash. Try and go as close as I can. I might even be able to get something extra out of the top later. So I'll just can hear the wind coming up again out there. There's my, oh, I moved it. I moved it all. Ah. Must have been sitting under the thing. Does not want to go where I want it. So make sure the top of this plate is over the end. And you put it down. Oh, now I moved it again. Hang on, those moments. Right, now it's stuck to my plate. Hang on. See, it's a good thing about having sticky on the back of those things. I think that one will be alright. Because you have a little tiny bit of room around it. The die cut, so I'm not going to worry about that. It'll be alright. I've been stamping and colouring in the framed scenes. Oh, wow. What fun. I'd have to get them. Did like them. Like little pictures. What are you going to do with them? Are you going to make cards or are you going to frame them? Okay, so I'll just show you what happens if you put the extra piece through. See how it's got indented a bit from the plate? When the plate gets cut a bit, it puts impressions on there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. If I use it for something else, it'll probably be something like one of these leaves. Oh, come off. It's not coming off that time. Just use your tool to get them out, or a pin if you don't have one of these. There we go. And see, because that's textured, you will just do it while we're at it. Because it's textured, it's not too much of a problem. If you wanted it to be really plain and nice, don't run it through your machine before you cut it. Well, I cut it right off the edge if you want to use it again. Just go backwards. Let's go backwards. Look a bit fun. Yes, I mean, you might want it to look like that too, so if you do, like, you could still get little hearts and stuff out of that. I keep a lot of my scrap pieces in a little box so that I can use them. See, even that one, I'll put that in my little metallics box. That way, when I'm looking for a little scarab, see this? I might want a little tiny heart or something. And then I've got ready to go. And you don't have to cut up a great big piece of cardstock. So we've got a few things there. Where are my dies gone? On the die packet. Okay, let's put this one back over here. How did I have that? Can't remember how I had it. I'll just put it there so I know where it is. That one there. I'm just going to, I've got to cut that one out yet. Just put our leaves back. I've got a few leaves there. I've got a few flowers. Oh, we need some little white flowers too. I'll just find, I don't know if I've got any. Oh, hang on, I might have some in here. Let's see what we've got in the packet. So if I do extras, I often just put them back in there. So we've got all these. I don't think we need any of those today. And then I just put them in behind, put them in there in between. And they don't get damaged. Put those in there. And yeah, we'll do a couple of white flowers. I think I need a couple of those. I've got a bit of pod cardstock lying around, but again with those you could really, you know, use a smaller piece as well. So let me get the little scrap packet out. Go to the scrap bucket. So these ones are all together, so I'll need to find a piece like this. I'll just go like that. And pop that in my little one. Oh, we will cut something else out, but not yet. I've got to cut it. I've got to stamp it first. Right, so how many of these do I have already? Got one there. I'm going to need one of those. Oh, can't do it off. One of those. I could probably just use those for, that will do. And I need another piece of white to stamp our flowers on. I'll show you the flowers. Oh, we've got to, we've got to cut out this thing too. There's my flowers. We need some green leaves. Any green leaves? No, I need my leaves out again. This one. Get all our cutting done. So I've got a spare piece here. And we'll cut out some green leaves, and I've got another piece to cut out that thing. So I'll just, actually we might be able to get the leaves out of this as well. So I'll just trim it down there. Put it in my trimmer. Cut it so that we've got that on there. I won't need that one because this is all going to be cut out. So we can use this space here, and we can use that space there as well if we want to cut out other things, which is what I did last time, I think. Looking at that. But we'll do that again. I think that's why I've got all those extra stalks and everything. I put one in there. We won't do those. We've done our white one. You might be able to fit that in there. Okay. Yeah, just got to make sure that's on. Oh. Moved over a bit. There we go. down firmly. I like to stand up when I do this. It's a bit tight. Get a grip on it. And I hold the front of it down as well so it doesn't bounce around when I've got a few on it like that. We've got an extra piece left. My tool gone. And just very carefully. Now you could use, I often don't, but you could use the adhesive sheets under these if you want to, but I haven't. And the way I've made the card, it sort of sits up a little bit because it goes over the top of the sentiment piece. Just get those little pieces out like that. Okay, there's one. Look, I just saw another flower. And then this should just come up. There we go. There's our little greenery. Need that one. And I do want another one of those. Got an odd bit there. Another one of those. And I'll have to cut another one of those out. I'll just chop another piece off. While I'm at it. I will do a few. Just go back the other way. Oh. His feet stick to the glass mat a bit, which is helpful. Pull that off carefully. Okay, we've got two of those. I've got all my leaves. Doesn't want to come out today. That one, and that one, that one. I'll just throw them back in the packet and I'll fix them up later. Put them back in neatly. Sometimes I work with a little magnet sheet inside my box. Oh, what happened there? It's stuck. Right, we'll just put all those bits over there. That bit there. Right, and we need to stamp some flowers. Let's find a bit of white card. What did I use to colour them in? I can't remember. I think I used pencils, actually. There's my stamp. Look at that, it'll fit on there, beautiful. Now this stamp here is going to be on the wording. That one's going on there. And because this stamp came, I think the stamp's straight, but because it's down a bit lower, when I put the label on, I didn't get it on straight. So what I've done is I've marked it where that line is, like that. See, I've put marks on the side. And then when I put the block on, I put the stamp onto my grid, so it doesn't have to be a glass mat, any grid will do, or ruler, your grid paper. And I lined up my blue. I actually got down and looked underneath, and I could see that the line was on the line. So I lined it up on the line, and then I lined up the block on the grid as well, so that when I stamp it, I look at the block, not the stamp label. Okay, it's a bit tricky, but it works. So that one has already got a stamp on it, so I will put this one on here. Now, when we're stamping with watercolours, because the pencils I'm going to blend with a bit of watercolour, we want to, so this one we use with blends, and this one we can use with markers and for watercolour. So that stays on. So you need to have a stays on cleaner to clean your stamps as well. You can get that with it. You get a nice crisp image as well. I do like it stays on, so I just dab it on like that so that I can see how much ink I've got. Get your pad flat. Like that. And I've actually stuck the lid in, the plastic lid, clear lid in with the 2-dimensionals to keep it in the lid. Alright, so we're going to be die cutting this one out. Give it a good push down. Oh, there you go. Look at that. It's beautiful. That's a nice crisp image. Can you see that? That's really nice. Bit of fluff on there. Okay, I'm going to do another one. That's my wordy one. Let me get that one out of the way. That one finished? That one fit? Yep. So we'll just do that again. Shrink it up again. While we're here doing it. But I won't colour them both in now. I'll just do one. Just thought I'd get it all as much done as I can. Just stamp that there. Good press. I'm pushing that down firmly. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, and then I've just got an old washer that I use to clean with my stays on. Give it a dab and just rub it on. Don't try not to get it on the side of the stamps. I've heard that it's not good for the sides of your foam. So I just use a washer because it's got the grain of like the fluffy bits that can get into the stamp a bit. And then I just clean it off on my chamois after that as well. Get a bit white. Get the residue off. Nice clean stamp. If you don't clean them off like that, they will stain. So that one turned out a tiny little bit darker than the other one, but that's okay. I really like that image. Right, where's my pencils? Now the card I made, actually we might do the words and then we'll do the colouring. The card I made the other week, I did with the purple, gorgeous grey, because it matched something for the order that they asked for. But it looked really nice. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that again. So I just go, don't want to put too much on here. I put too much on before when I was practicing. Got too much again? Hope not. Let's just put that over there for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this straight. The paper straight. And I might have to stand up so I don't get my head in your way. Just trying to look at in the middle of the card there. I mean, it's going to have things over and around it in a minute. But I'm going to put the block Just sort of sussing it out before I plonk it down. Plonk. Oh, I think I'm over to the left too far. Went over to the left too far. Oh, we'll keep that one for something else. Here, we'll do another one. I've got two here. I couldn't cut another one. So that went quite dark again, so this comes on quite dark. You know, I missed a bit there. See, look at it. You see that? Right, Fiona, come on. I'm going to go over this way a bit this time. You could always stamp it first and then cut it down. That's better. I'll just leave the stamp there and I'll do the other one later. What ribbon have I got on there? Oh, I've got ribbon on that card. I better find my ribbon. How did I do that? Oh. I have to look closer at that photo. I can't remember what I did. I've got the photo on the screen in front of me. Hang on, let me find the other photo on my screen. See what I did with it. Did I cut it? Oh, I must have cut it and put... Ah, that's what I did. Okay. Let me find that ribbon. Hang on a second. This ribbon. I love this ribbon. Gold ribbon. Can we still get this? Let me have a look. It's called gold. Gold satin edged ribbon. You type in the word satin and see what comes up. I hope they've still got it. I've got a horrible feeling they don't. Satin. Oh no. I don't think it's there anymore. That's no good, is it? It's not a nice ribbons though. Gold satin. Oh. Sorry. Made me jump. Can you hear that? It always makes me jump. It's way too loud.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
Okay. I don't think this one's there anymore. What a shame. I'm still going to use it today, but there's other ribbons. Hope you can still hear me. There's another one called Very Vanilla Satin ribbon that's on sale.
As directed. Evacuate as directed.
For $7. That's quite nice too, and that's sort of creamy looking, like very vanilla. That would look nice. Or just use another gold ribbon that you have. Right, so we're going to put that. Let me just work out where
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
Right, so this is going to sit around there. And I'm going to put... No, I don't have to get out yet. It's okay. I'm sure Glenn will come and tell me. Glenn's here.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
Right, we'll just move this one around a bit. There. And then I had the ribbon under here. Oops. A little mark there. And a little mark under here.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
So a little mark there and a little mark there. And I'm just going to put that there. And then you just draw a line. I'm going to draw a line with my
Evacuate
tool.
As directed. Evacuate as directed.
There may be a punch for this, but I can't remember if I've got it or not. I'm just eyeballing it so it's in the middle. And then I just
evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
I've got a knife, see? And there is a knife that comes with these tools. I don't have it out at the moment. Hang on, what's on this one? Let me see. No, that's a thin one. I've got the knife.
Evacuate
Tucked
as
away somewhere in
directed.
the cupboard there.
Evacuate as directed.
I can't get my little thing on. Hang on. Here we go. So there is a little scalpel. So I'm just going to cut that with my knife.
Evacuate as directed.
About the width of the
Evacuate
ribbon.
as directed.
I'm going to cut those lines. And then I'll just push through. Yeah. So you don't need much ribbon for this.
Evacuate as directed.
But you do need to get
Evacuate
it
as
through.
directed.
Just push. Just going to push that through there. Push it through a bit so you can pull it.
Evacuate as
Don't worry
directed.
about the end of it, because it's
Evacuate as directed.
going to be under the thing anyway. Just pull that out a little bit. And you hopefully won't see that because it's going to be underneath the green bit. And then that's going to come around. There, so we don't need to
Evacuate as
pull that ribbon.
directed. Evacuate as directed.
Just cut a little piece off. So if you were measuring that ribbon, it's have a look. Here come the fires. It's about 7 centimeters. That piece. So we can cut.
Evacuate as directed.
Another one.
Evacuate as directed.
Another one. And then push that one in. So I push it in the middle of it.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate
damage
as
the edge.
directed.
Can you hear me? Oh dear. It's usually someone cooking toast or having a shower.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
Right, we're nearly there with that. Stick that out the side of it. Okay. And I'll just put a bit of glue on.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate
tape.
as directed.
Just going to pull that through a little bit to get it so that it's sitting nicely. Oh dear. What's going on out there? Oh, is that it? Oh, phew. So loud. It makes me jump every single time. And it's too many times, unfortunately. Right. So that's how I stick it down on that one. And I'm going to do the same on this end before I finish this one. Oh, I don't need more ribbon, Fiona. Tape. Nearly cut the ribbon again. Put that one there. Right, so we'll do the same with this one. I'll just pull that through a little bit to make sure the edges are nice. It's looking nicer. I mean, like I said, it is covered up by the greenery. And then we're just going to put a bit more tape on. On the end. Let's get 2 bits off. There, that'll come over to there, and this one will come over to here. Right, so now I'm going to pull it around so I can see it from the front to try and get it nice and straight. Push it onto that bit of tape. There we go. And push all those on. And there's our little piece for the middle. Right, let's find a card. We'll just put one together. I'll put the other one together later. So just watch that because it will stick to things. Now, let me look at the card I did. I'm trying to see close up if I did that. Which way did I do that? I think I had it that way. Yeah, I've got it that way. You could do it either way. But the way I've done it is with this side. So just have a look at see the texture? It's quite flat on the top of them. That way it's all rounded on the top of them. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They look nice either way. I just love what it did for the card. It just looks so gorgeous. So I'm going to put this on, and we'll just double check before we stick things together that that's going to be correct. Hang on a minute. Because, oh yes, I could have stuck that on there and put the ribbon right around both, but I didn't. I stuck it onto that. Can't remember now if I did it that way first or not. But that would be stuck on there. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to put this one on this way. I just put some glue on. And with these bits, you want to make sure you get... Right, don't go too close to the edge. You don't want it oozing out, but you want to make sure you've got enough glue on the panel. To hold it there. Put a bit in the middle. And we're just going to center this on the card. Glue my fingers. Oh, dear me. Start it again. What's going on today?
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
Just message Glenn and ask him what's going on. I think they're here. That happens sometimes when they're turning it off. Which sounds like what happened. I'm just going to stick that one down. I'm just going to stick this one down as well with glue. And I went in about, oops, I just made it really small. Trying to see my picture. Yeah, I'm sort of in the middle. Again, I was just sort of eyeballing it. Let's put that there like we're going to have it there. About there. Where's my ruler? That on 5.2, 5.1. That's pretty close. I could just leave it like that because it's nice and straight. push that down because you want that glue to stick. I put some under the ribbony bits as well. This is so pretty. Alrighty, now we've done that. I'll get one of these. I've got another one of those. Put that over there. So with this one, I'm just going to put a bit of glue. Hang on, I've got to clean my glue bottle off. Clean that snouty bit off so we don't have all those extra bits hanging off it. I'll just use tissue for that. It's better. Now, if you have trouble doing this, put it onto a silicone sheet first. Silicone mat. Silicone mat. And have your glue. That's a bit I embossed once. You can put your glue on here like this. And I just want to dab a little tiny bit on it. That's one way to do it. So you just get a little bit of glue on the back. And I'll get a little bit under there for the edges. And I don't want to touch them. To there. Bit under that bit there. Just want enough to hold it. I'm just going to lay it. So I want to try and line this bit up here on camera. Make sure I'm on camera. And have that bit up there. So this little leaf sort of sits on the top. So if you line that bit up and that leaf on the top, the rest of it should happen. So here we want to be on that edge of that ribbon there. And then if there's any other glue, I just use a tissue normally to dab it down just in case anything else oozes out. And grab that extra piece. We've still got the glue, so we can use that on the gold. So this one's going to go across here and meet up there, like that. So we can just get a little bit of glue under there. I'll get a little bit more under there. And I just want that to sit there on that one. Like that. It's okay if they sit up a little bit. Like I've left these ones out a little bit. Looks better, I think. Gives a little bit of extra life. Still got to do our flowers at the bottom, so they're going to be going down here. I'll do that in a minute. But I'll just finish putting this little bit together. So I had a little gold flower. We might need a bit more glue now. So I'll just put that straight on the flower. Little tiny bit in the middle. Don't put too much on. So that one goes down here. I'll go that way. And then we're going to put a little white one in there and another little white one on there. Just hold that there. Oops, don't I get you? I've got a bubble. Got a glue bubble. Uh-oh. Never had a glue bubble like that before. And I'll just put that one on there. Hold it there for a second so it sits in there. Alright, we'll let that dry and we'll colour in our flowers. Let's put our glue lid on. And this will dry and you can just roll it off to get it off there. Okay, so we'll just get some pencils. What do I want? I went orange before. Orangey colours. So we'll do orangey, ready, calypso corally tones, shall we? Maybe we need a little yellow in there. But these are just the watercolour pencils. And I think we'll start with some yellow. What do I have on that one? I'm not sure what I did on that other one. I wonder if I used the ink pads. Doesn't matter, as long as we colour it in. I'm just going to start with the yellow to get a base going. These pencils are so nice. Love colouring in. And you don't have to be too fussy about your colouring in because we're going to put some water on it and blend it. And you can also use blender brushes. So these are the blender brushes, blender pens. I just want to start with the base of the yellow with all of them. And then I'll vary it up. Yellow roses, they're not going to be yellow for long. What colour roses do you have? I don't have any roses anymore. I used to have a really nice bridal pink, it was called. Pink rose for years and years and years. I even moved it from one house to another. But I don't have a garden now. I've just got a couple of pot plants on the balcony. Right, so now let's go a bit orangey on this one. I think we'll do the orangey on this one. We might end up doing it on all of them. Just see what happens, hey? I just add a bit of extra colour like that. This one I'm going to do over here, Calypso Coral, to give that a bit of a different hue. I want this one to be darker. We might even add a little tiny bit of purple into this one. Ooh. Does anyone have purple and red roses? Go sideways like this, see? Can you actually see what I'm doing? Not. I got my hand over the... Sorry, I just looked at my camera and went, oh. I'm doing that. Little tiny strokes. Now we'll see what that looks like when I hit it with some water. We're going to do green first on the leaves. greens have we got? I've got those two. And when I store my pencils, I put them back in the original packets, and I put dots on these ones, so I put them back in the right packet. I've got a couple of greens, so let's go with a bit of green. I think this is Granny Apple Green. So I've got the old packets of pencils, but the new pencils have got a few different colours in them. Some of these ones had retired. You can always use your ink pads and use them like watercolours. Let me grab one. I'll show you what I mean. Use one of your paint brushes, your water brushes, and just put the ink in the lid like this. You just squeeze it like that, and then get a bit of ink in there, and then you can use that as your little palette. Another way to do watercolouring. Alright, let's go dark on this side. What did I do on that one? Oh, that looks nice. Okay, so that's my pencil colouring. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit rough. That's okay. So once we hit it with our, let's try it with one of these first. Let's try one of the leaves with this. I'll show you what happens. See how the colour all starts blending? That's just with a blender pen. Yeah, I've got to put my hand under it. See how the colour just all mixed? So if you don't want it to mix that much, you've got to wipe this off once you've used your blender pen until you get all the colour out of it. I didn't look at the time when I started. How long have I been going? I have no idea. Oh well. Just enjoying myself. And I hope you're enjoying it too, learning something. So see how some of the colour disappeared there? So I might put a little bit more in, because it blended a lot. Okay, I'm just going to try it with the water thing for a minute. I'm going to use my little one. I'll just grab a bit of, where's my paper towel? A paper towel around here. And I do this. Got much water in here? Oh, I've got a little bit. I squeeze it where it says push and just let the water out of it a bit. So this one, just touch it with a bit of wet brush. And that just smears it a little bit, blends it a little bit. So as soon as you start getting too much colour going out to the edge, wipe it off. There you go. Ooh. Just drag it out a little bit. I don't mind it being a little whiter on the edge either, because it makes it look nice. That's my leaves. I just get that colour out of my brush. The flowers. Here, let me bring it up here for a minute. See if we can colour in up here, eh? Right, I'm going to start in the middle, because I want to blend it a bit. But not too much. See how that's getting quite... I want to leave the light colour around the edge. That one went a bit dark there. Sorry, got to make sure I'm in camera. Just dab that one around a little bit. I don't usually colour in the air. I'm not sure if I can zoom in. See how much came off just there? Look, feel that? I'm just dabbing at it a bit. Put a bit more water on my thing. Make sure that's in. Make sure it's all in focus. It goes out of focus so easily when I've got things behind it. Turn it around a bit so it's not getting too wet, so that's good. This is the last thing we have to do, so probably should have done this first so it will dry, but I could dry it with my tool. And I'm not putting a terrible lot of water on it. I think that's alright. And of course if you want darker colours then go back with your pencil. And with this one I'm just going to sort of blur these a little bit. Again, I don't mind if they stay lighter at one side. Give that a bit of a rub in the middle. This is such fun colouring in, isn't it? Oh, hello Amanda, welcome. We're just playing over here with some colouring in. I'm making a wedding card. That's what we started with, okay? It's one I did the other week. I thought, you know, I've got to make a few more. I'll share it with you all. So you can make one too if you need one. Just trying to do this up close to the camera. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just going really carefully with that. A bit darker in the middle. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. This needs to be a little work of art. So this one's looking lighter than the one I did originally. So I might go a little tiny bit darker on this flower here. I had a bit more colour in here with the red. I'm going to put a bit more in there. It looked really vibrant. Can't do that up in the air though, I have to do it on the table. A bit darker in the middle. Let's get a bit more water out to fill these up, won't I? Since I used them last. blend that a little bit more. I'm quite liking it though. That's better. Oh, spinning around. I think that works. There we go. What do you think? Need any more colour? Gone with more yellowy flowers. Wondering whether it needs a tiny bit more of the Calypso coral on this one. Just give it a bit more of a lift. Oh, thanks, Di. She said it looks lovely. Just putting that in a little bit more. So again, I don't have this terribly wet. It's very just wet. Not lots and lots of water everywhere. Just make sure when you're finished, you squeeze it and make sure it's running clear. And then you're good to put it away again. Right, we won't colour the other one in today here. I'll do it afterwards. I'll just leave all that there. Move everything over. You know how it is. Make a huge mess. Better put that knife away. Whoop. Right, so that's our card. And we really just have to stick our leaves down now. So let's get some leaves. Oh, we have to die cut this, so I will get my tool out to dry that. I'm just going to do it up in the mid-air. You notice when you do this that it curls a bit? You just turn it over. Don't burn yourself. You do get, if you buy the little pack for embossing, powder embossing, you'll get little tweezers so you can hold it with that. I didn't today, but you love the green and gold? I love the whole lot of it, and the purple. I love the purple too. Yep, that's dry. So we'll just die cut that. Get the little die out. And we're nearly done. Not a bit buckly because I dried it in the air like that. Hang on, just give it a bit of a squash down. I want to make sure I get that on straight. If you can see that. Just shifting it around to centre it on there under the die. It's going to be a bit tricky, this one. I think I'm going to need a sticky over it because it's not sitting flat. I'm just going to rip that paper off. Get it going in the middle. I don't often use stickies, but occasionally you need one. Looking alright? I think that's alright. Stick it over the middle to hold that down. Yep. See, it popped up. Let's see if we got it down still. Yep, that's okay. Now just be careful when you're doing this. Move your take your pick tool out of the way so you don't impale yourself. You gotta go. Thanks, Amanda. See ya. Thanks for dropping in. Always catch the replay, and I'll put it into my YouTube as well. There's that piece. I've got a tiny bit off this end more, but it's okay. It will be alright. Right, put that in there. Okay, so we've got our little flowers. And we need a darker one of these. So basically we'll just work out where we're going to put everything. I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. And we're going to put these in underneath here. So that sits about there. And that'll sit about there. Something like that. And do you know what we could do? We could put the dimensionals in. And then put these in. And that way we'll get them exactly where we want them. I'll put one up here. And let me have a look again. It's up there, one's under here. Under there. Like that. And I'll put this one over to this side. Like up to the top of the flower. So that I've got room underneath to stick these in. Rightio, so we're going to stick that about there. You want to see that little leaf, and we want that one to go out there. Maybe up a little bit. We put this one underneath. We'll just sit that there for a minute, make sure we can put it underneath. Yep. It's going to go under there, and that one's going to go on top of it. There. Here we go. Just put a little bit of glue on. Push that down. Because we haven't put a sticky under there, we can reach under there and get it in there. Oops, got a bit of glue on that. Oh, not too much. Don't want it to come out everywhere. You've got to watch it with the gold too. If you put too much glue on the gold back of it, it shows through if it bubbles, sort of. And I'll just go up there a little bit. I can't get it up there. I really like the position I had the other one in, so I'm trying to copy that. Here we go. I think I got it. I'll just push that in and use a little bone folder. Give it a push down. Hold it down for a minute. So that is sitting up quite high there. So you could actually put another dimensional under there if you want to, but so just to hold it in place. I think it's alright there. Let's have a look. Guess it wouldn't hurt to have another one just there. Let's have a look at it. Let's see if we can get one in. I'll just use a little piece, or a little one. We'll just use a little one. So I'm going to take the top of it off. Actually, no, I won't. I'll put it under first. Under that leaf there, like that. So that's going to sit there. So we'll just take that backing paper off. There we go, that holds it down. Nice. Down very nicely. Right, we're almost done. Now, because I've gone down a bit close to this part of the card, I mean, it was intentional, I balanced it out with the hearts. These are my little hearts. Have I got everything? I think I've got everything. Yep. So I did, what have we got? 3 different sizes hearts. So I've got 1, 2, 3 up the top. So I've got a little one. What's wrong with that one? That one looks a bit funny. The glue's odd. I've got a little one up here. Like that. And I've got a bigger one. Like that. And then I've got the medium one. Like that. Almost like that. Not quite. Not quite like that. It's not sitting exactly where I want it. It's got to be just right when you do the bling, doesn't it? Alright. Wipe that bling because I've got a bit of glue on it. So that brings that up like that. I love this. I love the way it's got the swerve and I love the background. I really like this cut. Really like that embossing folder. So gorgeous. Right, then I've got a little one down here. So about there. Is that under there? That out of there. And then I had a medium one. I like it when they have 3 sizes. Sorry about this. And that one sits about there. Here we go. Done. No idea how long I've been going. So, thanks for joining me. And I'll finish the other one after. Go get a cuppa first. So there's my little card. And of course you can vary it up to, you know, you could, if you had another theme colour, you could change it to suit whatever theme of the wedding you're going to. And it doesn't have to be a wedding card either. You could put something else in the middle. But this one is the Lifetime of Love. And it comes with these gorgeous dies. Lots of dies in there. So you've got little stems that you can put the little flowers on. And there's these flowers. So you can put them on there. You've got other stamps here. And I've got some other... I did another wedding card with these on the back. Wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness. So you could even... You know, there's so many different things you can do with them. Hour and a half, thanks. Should have paid attention. See, I normally start at 8:30 on a Wednesday night, so I know how long I've been going. But I just started today when I was ready and went, oh, I wonder what time it was. Thanks for that, Di. Thanks for joining me. Lovely to have you along. So, yes, I love the wreath. I think it's gorgeous. And if you wanted to dress, you know, if you want to add to the wreath, you've got these pieces. So you can always put more, if you wanted to, add more wreath in, you know, add a bit more leaves to it. Make it fuller. I quite liked that one there, but I liked the simple. I liked the simplicity of it. I was trying to be simple, but nice as well. So here we go. That's what it looks like. That's white on white. I shall be off and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Ciao!